Hey, what's going on, guys? It is the SMT, and in this video, we're going to take a look at some awesome news coming out of Sprint. We all know that the merger is kind of going through its paces, and that's not going to change, but it's not stopping Sprint from making moves that it's probably had planned for, X number of months or even years. So we're going to update everything that's going on with Sprint, starting first with their 5G. All right, they have added some major markets to their 5G availability portfolio. We now add New York City, Los Angeles, California, Washington, D.C., and Phoenix, Arizona. This adds 4 new markets to its pre-existing 4 markets for a grand total of 8. So throw that in with Atlanta, Dallas, Fort Worth, Kansas City, and Chicago. So it looks like some major cities are getting some big additions from wireless. Now, Verizon's currently at 10 markets. T-Mobile's currently at 6. AT&T really doesn't matter because it's only available for enterprise. So we can't even really say it's any type of commercial ready or available, I should say. Sprint's 5G, in my opinion, is the best due to the simple fact that it actually has range. It has some form of reach, unlike the millimeter wave applications of what Verizon and T-Mobile are currently doing. My only gripe right now with what Sprint is doing with their 5G is the upsell and that they're charging for it. So the range, in terms of how effective it is, we actually have confirmation from the LA location, the LA market, that 5G does work between downtown and the coast where the ocean is. So, it looks like it's working pretty well and it's getting some coverage. So, current 5G devices available with Sprint, we have the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G coming in at $1,300. We have the LG made V50 Thin Q 5G, which I believe is somewhere between $1,000 and $1,300. It was, I think, like 12 something at launch. It's since, I think, dropped down below 1,100. So that's kind of where that phone is at. Upcoming, and here's the second part to the announcement, is the OnePlus 7 Pro 5G variant, which I don't know if this is going to be the T model or if it's the actual Pro model of the 7. So the way OnePlus does it is they do a model, like a regular one, like a 7, and then they do like a 7T. This doesn't appear to be the 7T. This appears to be the 7, but the Pro, meaning that it has some kind of Pro feature, which could be 5G. Anyways, speeds on Sprint 5G are averaging between 150 megabits per second and 400 megabits per second. So it's not the fastest 5G, but it's got the best range so far. There's probably the biggest issue with Sprint speed is the simple fact that they haven't thrown enough of a spectrum concentration at the 5G to really make it fast. So we're actually not really seeing what it theoretically could do. So I think likely right now what we're seeing is they're probably throwing 1 or 2 channels of 5x5 spectrum at this particular service. Maybe they're giving it 10x10, but it just doesn't seem like much. I don't know. People have said that it's up to 20x20. I really don't know, but clearly it's not enough because speeds aren't there. And we know that theoretical speeds could exceed 4 gigs per second. Similar to what we've been seeing in Asian markets. So I actually want to speak to this a little bit, but first, the OnePlus 7 Pro, the device, I think this is a big game-changing moment for a 5G phone, only because, it does offer a decent price. So here's what we're looking at. August 27th/28, we have a pre-sale availability. I think in stores, it'll be available starting September 6th, so you can actually get it. It's available only at stores in their current 5G markets, so one of the 8. I believe that, you get that 90 hertz display, very nice refresh rate, 3 rear cameras on the back. I don't know, if based on this image right up here, if you guys can see it, I mean, it looks like it's got a pop-up camera. So I don't know how many sensors there. I don't really know what's going on, but interesting to see nonetheless. It looks like it's going to have the warp charge technology, 30 watts, very, very fast. Give you a 50% charge in 20 minutes, which on a 5G phone could be really important. All right, and what's nice about the warp charge of this phone and what OnePlus does is the actual charging brick is what takes on all the heat, not the phone. So really should help with degradation, and it should be a nice performing phone. $20 per month on the Sprint Flex lease, nothing down, $840 outright from Sprint. And like I said, it makes total sense that it's under $1,000 because the bill of materials on this phone probably has gone down since original launch when it came out a few months ago. So instead of it being probably around $1,000, they were able to cut some savings by getting the bill of materials down over the course of the last 5 or 6 months. So it probably would have been a $1,000 phone. Looks like it's coming in at around $840. Some things I would consider, though. Will OnePlus sell this 5G variation unlocked? I think a lot of people would want to know that. Another thing is, how much would it cost? Would it be around that $840 mark? Will it be mid-band only in the case of the Sprint variant? Why mid-band? Why on the Sprint network? Well, Asian markets are currently using mid-band 5G. It makes total sense that Sprint was chosen as the 5G model device to have this in carrier stores. You couldn't sell this phone in Verizon. You couldn't sell this phone even at the current T-Mobile because they don't have mid-band 5G. So I think it's basically a transplant from Asian 5G compatibility to US Sprint version 5G. Will there be a low-band variant that will see the light of day with T-Mobile or AT&T? I don't know. Will there be a millimeter wave variant? That would be good to know because then it would be compatible with AT&T and Verizon, and potentially even T-Mobile's got some millimeter wave out there. And I think, going back to that unlocked model, is there going to be one that's all-in-one? Got all 3 different types of bands, low, mid, and millimeter wave. Honestly, a carrier unlocked version with those 3 types of band compatibilities, that would be the one I would get. I'd be willing to even pay more for it. Like, I would go up to $1,000 instead of $840 if it had all 3 compatibilities, because that would mean I can use it on all networks 5G. You could use it on Sprint with mid-band. You could use it on AT&T with low-band and millimeter wave. You could use it on T-Mobile with low-band, mid-band, potentially with the new T-Mobile, and then millimeter wave. It just makes total sense to get it that way as opposed to a single carrier with one single type of antenna capability with 5G. So you guys let me know what you think of these news, the new Sprint markets, the new Sprint 5G device with the OnePlus 7 Pro 5G, and then pretty much everything that's going on here with Sprint and their news. So go ahead and drop me a line in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this topic. Big shout out to the patrons and the Discord server. Links in the description box below, as well as a PayPal share link in the description box if you would like to make a small or occasional monetary donation to the SMT YouTube channel. Many thanks for those considerations in advance. I think I'll leave it at that. If you'd like to help the channel grow, by all means, please do share and like this video. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe and make sure you bell notify yourself so you never miss an upload from the SMT. I am the SMT, and thank you guys again for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.